Monarch butterfly conservation. The monarch butterfly is not only beautiful, but also plays a special role in the environment. Monarch butterflies have characteristic bright markings on their bodies that protect them from predators. Thanks for joining Dynamic Earth Learning today. Our content covers interesting earth science, conservation, and sustainability topics. Visit our website www.dynamicearthlearning.com for teacher resources, videos, and e-learning courses. Now let's learn more about monarch butterfly conservation. What do monarch butterflies do for the environment? Monarch butterflies are essential for the survival of most plant and animal species. Their presence or absence can impact the environment in several ways. Pollinators. Monarch butterflies are pollinators. As they move from flower to flower, they carry pollen grains from one plant to another. Pollination allows plants to make fruits and seeds. When foraging for food, monarch butterflies unintentionally brush against the stamen, the reproductive part of the flower that produces pollen. Nearly 35% of all food crops on our planet are pollination dependent. This means the Earth may experience a food shortage when there are no pollinators. Monarch butterflies are a source of food for other animals. Monarchs are an essential component of the food chain. They're a food source for a wide range of animals, including birds, bats, lizards, and other small predators. Most animals prefer eating the larvae of monarch butterflies. Some animals, such as fire ants and spiders, may eat the eggs of monarch butterflies. The presence of monarch butterflies indicates a healthy ecosystem. Monarch butterflies are very sensitive to toxic substances. As such, they can only live in an environment that favors them. Ecologists use monarch butterflies to determine whether the ecosystem is healthy or not. This can be achieved by studying the migratory behavior and feeding patterns. These insects can help scientists identify some of the things that may be degrading an ecosystem. Monarch butterflies eat weedy plants. The host plant of monarch larvae is milkweed. This plant contains toxic chemical compounds that can harm humans and other animals. During the larval stage, young monarchs can feed on milkweed leaves. Monarch butterflies can help keep the number of milkweed plants in check. Habitat for monarch butterflies. Like most organisms, monarch butterflies require certain conditions to thrive in an environment. 1. Presence of milkweed. The larvae of monarch butterflies solely rely on milkweed for food. Monarchs cannot survive in a habitat with no milkweed since the larvae will starve to death. Female monarch butterflies only lay their eggs on the milkweed plant. They prefer depositing the eggs on the underside of the leaf to prevent direct exposure to sunlight. The poison from milkweed safeguards monarchs against predators. 2. Favorable temperature conditions. Monarch butterflies are cold-blooded. As such, they rely on ambient heat for temperature regulation. Monarchs do well in habitats with warm temperature conditions. Extremely cold habitats can paralyze or cause freezing in monarch butterflies. 3. Flowering plants. Adult monarch butterflies get nectar from flowers. A good monarch habitat should have plenty of flowering plants. Nectar provides monarchs with the energy that they need for flight and foraging. What is the biggest threat to monarch butterflies? Several factors pose a threat to the survival of monarch butterflies. 1. Climate change. Rapid variation in temperature that results from climate change can harm monarch butterflies. Moreover, monarchs are highly sensitive to temperature changes. They can freeze when it is too cold. Additionally, extremely low temperatures may hinder growth in monarch caterpillars. 2. Habitat loss and fragmentation. Deforestation leads to the loss of monarch habitats. Habitat fragmentation can also disrupt the migratory behavior of monarch butterflies. This predisposes the butterflies to harsh weather conditions, thereby causing death. Monarch butterflies can only thrive and multiply in a habitat that favors their survival. 3. Widespread loss of milkweed. Monarch caterpillars rely on the milkweed plant for food and shelter. However, since this plant is toxic, people remove it from their farms. Without the milkweed plant, female monarchs won't have a place to lay their eggs. 4. Pesticide use. The use of pesticides in farms greatly affects the population of monarch butterflies. Most of these chemicals destroy milkweed plants. This leaves monarch larvae with nothing to eat. Pesticides can kill monarch caterpillars and may also damage the eggs. Consequently, the number of monarch butterflies will dramatically reduce in the areas where pesticides are used frequently. 5. Loss of nectar-producing plants. Some ecosystems have few flowering plants. This prevents monarch butterflies from finding enough food. Food shortages can cause death, reduction in population, and may also hinder migration. Monarch butterfly lifespan. How long do monarch butterflies live after hatching? Monarch butterflies have a very short lifespan. They can only live for 2 to 6 weeks after hatching. This will, however, depend on the environment in which they're in. Some butterflies may die before the 6 weeks elapse due to harsh weather conditions or lack of food. Also, monarchs in the last generation of the year may live for 8 to 9 months. Monarch butterfly sanctuaries provide these insects with the right conditions to achieve their full lifespan. Monarch butterfly conservation. Conservation of the monarch butterfly population is important for the environment. There's been a steep decline in the number of monarch butterflies over the years. The population of monarchs can only increase when degraded or damaged habitats are restored. We can protect monarch butterflies by planting native milkweed in their habitats. Nonetheless, milkweed should not be planted near overwintering areas since this can change their migratory behavior. Monarchs also need nectar plants for food. Conservation organizations encourage people to plant flowering plants in their garden to increase the monarch population. Pesticides should not be used in areas frequented by monarch butterflies since the chemicals can poison them. Are the monarch butterflies endangered? The number of monarch butterflies has been declining at an alarming rate because of habitat loss. Monarch butterflies are not as endangered compared to other species. They're not given much priority in the list of endangered species. The monarch population has been fluctuating over the years. At some point, these insects were on the brink of extinction. How to tell if a monarch butterfly is dying. Monarch butterflies die approximately 2 to 6 weeks after they come out of the egg. Monarchs become lethargic when approaching the last days of their lives. Lethargy is characterized by inactivity and lack of energy. A monarch butterfly that is dying may refuse to eat. These signs also apply to monarch caterpillars. Monarch caterpillars often turn darker when they're about to die. They also deflate. Monarch butterfly survival. The population of monarch butterflies is dwindling because they are losing their habitat. Monarch butterfly migration routes are also under threat due to climate change. These insects can no longer reproduce the way they used to because there are few milkweed plants in their habitats. Conservation organizations preserve monarch butterflies by protecting them from extinction. Thanks for joining us today. Consider following Dynamic Earth Learning for more earth science, conservation, and sustainability topics. And visit our website, www.dynamicearthlearning.com, for teacher resources, videos, and e-learning courses.